Well, hello there, my fellow Doombots and Laverian citizens. If I'm not mistaken, this is episode 17 of the DOOMBOTcast. But who cares about counting? The only thing we are really counting towards is Avengers Doomsday.
Yes.
That is coming out in 5 months, 20 days, 8 hours, 54 minutes, and 15 seconds while we are recording this Doomcast for y'all.
You betcha.
Where, of course, me, Doombot15, and my co-host and very good friend, Doombot16. What's up, Doombot?
Yes, more like what's down, because in Latveria, shit's really gonna go down on this time slot that is going to enter zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
If, speaking of going down, I wouldn't mind going down on Lobo. I mean, Supergirl.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
this is not that type of Doomcast. No, the Doombots are strictly Susan Storm sexual. Okay,
Yes.
we're very respectful towards. We love all blondes.
Yeah.
We all let's move. Okay. Well,
She
in
is
this
illegally blonde.
legally blonde.
Yes. Let's move on.
Okay. So in this Doomcast, we're going to be talking about a bunch of great stuff. We're going to be talking about, of course, the new Supergirl movie, which a bunch of people have apparently received negatively. We have our own thoughts. I think we are more positive. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Avengers Doomsday, some updates, some new news about some DC projects coming out from an Absolute Batman series, which sounds amazing, to more footage of Spider-Man Brand New Day, and a whole bunch of Marvel and DC stuff is what we will be talking about in this Doomcast. If there's anything specific you want to hear us talk about, like maybe you want to know what our thoughts are on the new UC game, UC6, they are all in the timestamps down below. Yeah, here, you can click the time.
Yes.
Here's Victor Timely's sexy time assistant. What's the name of this time assistant again?
I have no. Is this from a show or something?
This is from the freaking the Loki show, the one where Loki gets hit in the balls like 5 times in a row.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I don't know. A lot of people say it's the greatest show ever. I don't know. I'm not a biggest fan of that Loki show because he goes from a homicidal maniac to watching a montage of himself shitting himself by getting choked up by Thanos, and he's like, I want to be a good guy. And then his way of becoming a good guy is kissing a female version of himself, getting kicked in the balls like 20 times, and then having a dude who doesn't care about him and uses him as a prisoner tell him what is morality and what is not, and then Kang shows up and eats an apple.
That is the climactic end.
Yeah, and then the female version of Loki is like, I'm gonna kill you, Kang. And then the big bad guy of the MCU gets murked before the MCU phase Kang multiverse whatever even started.
Yeah.
And luckily Doom swooped in to make it better. No disses towards Jonathan Majors, who got canceled because a bunch. Oh, let's not get into that because that's a whole other can of worms. Jonathan Majors, talented actor. Some not so cool stuff happened, but we weren't there. So please like, comment, and doomscribe.
Like, comment, and doomscribe, or be doomed.
Thanks for repeating it for dramatic effect. First segment of the Doomcast is Super Relevant Doom News.
Super relevant Doom News.
Where we talk about the latest and greatest in pop culture.
Yes.
First of all, Comic-Con is right around the corner. Next month in July 23rd to 26th, there will probably be an Avengers Doomsday trailer. Not like the South by Southwest where we got a freaking coffee menu, which we talked about last week's episode. No, I think we are getting the real Avengers Doomsday Doctor Doom trailer because they already are promoting it in San Diego with big posters of Comic-Con, like the logo of San Diego Comic-Con in green with Avengers Doomsday all over it. I think that Marvel is rolling out the big guns, dropping that metallic Doom cock on the stage and telling everybody, we are here.
Yeah.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over. Yeah, freaking Conor McGregor is also coming back,
Oh, yeah, he's supposed to come back, yeah.
Talking about a dude beating charges. Jeez Louise, man. McGregor sniffed up every single charge there is, spit it on, and was like, I'm going to fight Max Holloway.
I feel like fighting Hawaiian.
Give me the belt. Give me your belt.
Give me your belt.
Give me your belt.
Good.
But yeah,
Shout out to Flash Gets.
we talked about the description of the Avengers Doomsday trailer not that long ago because it got, we got the description of it at CinemaCon,
Aye.
that the trailer ended with Doom stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers and him being so overpowered. We looked already at the leaked Sentinel footage and all this stuff. What are you expecting from the Avengers Doomsday trailer, which I hope will be the Doom trailer, What are you expecting from it? And do you really think it will be shown at San Diego Comic-Con, the same place where 2 years ago they revealed RDJ Doom?
What I think? Well, I think they're gonna come up with some crazy stuff as well because this Doomsday thing is
More announcements, you think? More movies?
Either that or like another. They're gonna do something to kind of get this Doomsday train rolling. Cause
They got it, man.
They got it. They got it.
Yes or no? We're getting a Doom trailer. We're gonna see Doom.
Maybe not necessarily a
You
trailer.
don't think so?
Not
It's
necessarily.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, fine. They're gonna get a Doomsday
We're
trailer.
getting a Doom trailer. Let's go.
Yes.
What else are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, so my predictions. Tell me if you think I'm crazy, but this is what I think. I think we're getting at least an Avengers Doomsday trailer, which will be the end of the panel, of course. That will be the end, and immediately will go online. Before that, there is still a period between Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday, exactly a year. I think that they're going to announce Doctor Strange 3 in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Because we all know that Doctor Strange has been missing from all of the media and all of that stuff. I don't think that Doctor Strange will be part of Avengers Doomsday. He will not appear in Brand New Day.
No.
But I do think that the post-credits scene of Avengers Doomsday is probably going to be Doctor Strange and what adventure he's on in the multiverse. So I think we're getting a crazier version of the multiverse of madness. We're getting a Doctor Strange 3 in the summer of 2027. That's what I think. That's what we're getting, and it will explain his absence in the last period of the MCU since Multiverse of Madness. What am I sounding crazy here or what?
No, this doesn't sound crazy. It sounds fucking batshit insane in a good way.
Yeah, do you want a Doctor Strange 3? Are you down?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for them to kind of do Doctor Strange a little better. Because a lot of people are not really waiting for Doctor Strange, I think.
No.
I don't think.
I don't mind Strange. But it could have been the Multiverse of Madness. Could have been better.
Lately, Doctor Strange hasn't really gotten the clout that I think Doctor Strange as a character deserves. Because the second movie was kind of meh.
I like the second movie more than the first one.
Yeah.
First of all, it has my favorite scene in it, the death of multiversal Reed Richards. That was great.
That was good.
And I thought that genuinely Wanda Maximoff was pretty scary in that film when she was going psychopath and chasing them down. I like that. It could have been pushed a little bit further, but overall I did enjoy it. I do think that the Doctor Strange character is a little bit of an Iron Man ripoff in the movie with all of the weird quips, like when he says the Illuminati. What do you mean the Illumawati? That's just stupid because you're going in front of a court of multiversal variants of superheroes. They're telling you that it's very important to not have incursions because it will destroy everything. That is not a moment to make fucking random ass jokes. I think Iron Man also wouldn't do that in that moment in time because it's a very serious question. But I think we're getting a bunch of cool stuff. I think we're getting probably a look at, of course, Daredevil Born Again Season 3, what they're working on right now.
Yeah.
Probably we are getting some Avengers Doomsday trailer, Doctor Strange 3, and I don't know, maybe also first look at Vision Quest, which is coming out this year before Avengers Doomsday and after Brand New Day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I think you kind of named everything up there, I think, yeah.
Okay, well, talking about San Diego Comic-Con, a couple years back, we might all remember it, the year that apparently Black Widow, the movie, came out, which I still haven't totally really seen. I think I've seen the first 20 minutes, but...
Oh, shit, really?
I don't know. When I watched it, it wasn't... I think I watched it, but I just deleted it from my mind because it was kind of forgettable. Like how they did Taskmaster was just stupid. I don't know. I didn't like that at all. That she was a lady, fine. That's not what was bad about the character. What was bad about the character was that it was like a mindless zombie instead of like the character of Taskmaster.
Really bland.
Badass, you know.
Yeah, really
you can
bland.
have like if Margot Robbie was playing Taskmaster, or like a really badass, like I don't know, maybe like a Ronda Rousey as Taskmaster, maybe would have been cool.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Or just have the dude, but at least somebody who has some freaking is a badass. But that
have Dave Bautista as Taskmaster.
Moving on from that, at San Diego Comic-Con a couple years back, you might remember they announced Mahershala Ali to portray Blade in a Blade movie. And Kevin Feige made a big deal of it, announced Blade, announced the whole cast of people, and was like, we have our new Blade, Mahershala Ali, right? The year after he won like an Oscar for The Green Book, I think, you know? Now it's already been a gazillion years lathere, and we have even had Blade by Wesley Snipes make an appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine, saying there's one Blade and there only will be one Blade. Yeah. And I don't know how to read that. I don't know if that means that he's saying that there won't be another Blade movie, or if that means that they're making a joke because there will be a new Blade.
Okay, I think they mean like the in-universe Blade. That they won't make another kind of Blade. They won't start over with him, let's just say.
Well, I
they
don't
will
know, but
use
he's
the same
also
Blade from the original Blade movies. They'll use the same in-universe Blade with the same backstory, different actor.
You know what is the weirdest thing? Like in that Marvel Zombies, I don't know if did you watch that Marvel Zombie show? Did you watch it?
No, not completely.
It was fine, but one of the things in it is that Mahershala Ali's Blade is in it. Like his face is in it, and the multiversal Blade he is also Moon Knight for some reason. But Mahershala Ali himself, even though it's his face, like put on this animated character, he's not voicing the character. Okay. So I'm like very confused that Marvel has the rights to his face, but they don't want to pay him money to just go into the studio and say a couple of lines. He could be done like 1 hour and have all his lines done for this movie. It's just like, I am Moon Knight. I am fighting zombies. Blade will stay behind. Whatever. That would be enough, you know. But still, okay, there is a new report. A new report that gives us an update on maybe when we will see Blade next, and that Blade will be portrayed by Mahershala Ali. It's an article I read from comicbookmovie.com, and it says the following. The title is Avengers Secret Wars rumored to include cameos from Marvel Legacy characters, spoiler. And one of the spoilers, which I just said, is Blade.
Yeah.
Okay. If a new rumor is to be believed, Avengers Secret Wars could feature cameos from two major players from Marvel's cinematic past. We also have news on how many alternate Earths we will visit. This article is by Josh Wilding, and the source is the Cosmic Surface, who is like a leaker. Okay, so Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars are expected to feature some big cameos, but Marvel Studios and the Russo brothers need to be careful not to turn both movies into multiversal cameo fests. Well, I just think like Deadpool and Wolverine did it pretty good because all the characters in it served a purpose. It wasn't just only jokes. But moving on. Deadpool and Wolverine are expected to appear in Avengers Doomsday alongside Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. We already talked about this. We're sure there will be a few additional surprises, but it might not hurt to rein in the expectations just in case some familiar faces from the past aren't enlisted for either movie. For what it's worth, the Cosmic Surface has shared an Avengers Secret Wars update today, writing, only Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are reportedly appearing in these movies in terms of legacy characters at the moment. I heard Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider and Ben Affleck's Daredevil thrown around, though I'm not entirely sure if there was any progress on that front. I don't think Ben Affleck is going to return to Daredevil. I don't think so. But at the same time, I would love to see an absolute version of Daredevil fucking swole as fuck. That would be sick, right?
Yeah. Maybe Dave Bautista or like...
no, Ben Affleck. Because Ben Affleck Affleck is a big motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah,
he was the Batman. When he was Batman, he was a brick shithouse.
Yeah,
he already looked like absolute Batman. Yeah, absolute Batman is based on the shits Ben Affleck took on the set of Batman vs Superman. Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, I'd be down. The more Cage, the better. You know, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Both Cage and Affleck were eyed for roles in the 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine. They even made like the little joke about Ben Affleck not being in the movie. Like Elektra's like, yeah, he died. Don't think about it. You know. Okay, the returns of Maguire and Garfield as their respective Spider-Man variants is sure to be welcome, though. Still, Marvel Studios focusing on. Okay, let's move on from this. Okay, back to Avengers Doomsday. And when it comes to exploring alternate realities, the movie may be surprisingly restrained on that front. The site's Alex Perez explained, from what I have been informed, that idea is no longer happening at the moment. There are 6 universes that we will see in Avengers Doomsday. That's a lot of universes, though. Those are the main MCU, Fantastic Four, X-Men universe, Doom's universe, Tobey Maguire's universe, the Spider-Man universe, and the Pocket Dimension. I think that's like the Void Dimension. Though I might be describing that last one incorrectly, because it's basically the universe that's hidden away. Ooh, that's interesting. I think that's like the Void, where Death and Wolverine was taking place. That's intriguing, but it also seems to confirm that there will be no return to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness 8338. There was a time when we heard that surviving members of the Illuminati, including Tom Cruise's Iron Man, might come looking for revenge. If that was a thing, it was likely abandoned. Abandoned when Avengers: The Kang Dynasty became Doomsday. So here, while fans know how in Downey Roosters to find way surprises, they're doing more than direct adaptation of Secret Wars comic and avoiding repeating the Infinity War Endgame formula. Well, okay. Long story short, they're saying that one of the characters in here is going to be Blade, and that Blade will be a part of Secret Wars. Do you think that Blade will fit into Secret Wars? And also, they were also saying that Blade will be a part in the future of like Midnight Suns, like a more supernatural twist.
Ooh, that'd be interesting, because Blade has always had like that kind of thing with like the supernatural sort of in that direction already with vampires alone. But like he had also had like other more formidable ancient powers that rose up, and he had to face them, you know, that kind of thing.
Have you seen the Blade movies?
Yeah,
I haven't seen those. Are they good?
Oh yeah, the first one is good. I like the first one. Second one is also pretty good, but like the first one is still better. Third one is shit. I would skip the third one.
Third one, yeah, I think that like the rumor is that Wesley Snipes was really like every day getting so high on set. He would refuse to come out of his trailer. He would only respond if people called him Blade. And there's this one scene that he's like laying on a table with his eyes closed, and he refused to open his eyes because he didn't like the director. And then that CGI that his eyes opened. That's pretty crazy, man. But I Mahershala Ali as Blade, like Mahershala Ali, I think he's already like 50. Like he's getting older in age. But I would love to see him portray the character. But it's just, this is the only time Kevin Feige made a mistake of announcing a project before it was finished. That's the one thing that Marvel was doing at a certain point. They were walking with their head like way in front of their feet. So they face planted basically by announcing Blade before it came out. But I hope they can make it right. To give him a banger introduction, maybe as a post-credit scene in Doomsday, and then have him be a big part of Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to big guys. We just talked about Absolute Batman, thing.
Yo, I cannot wait for that one.
This is a crazy story.
This is oof.
Absolute Batman to become an animated series from Warner Brothers Animated Studios, while a Joker anime series gets the green light. From the Hollywood Reporter and Boris Kidd. So another cool article. Maybe you can read this one if you want to.
All right. Okay, Absolute Batman, DC's comic book sensation, is headed to the screen. The comic is being adapted as an animated series and will have the comic's creators, writer Scott Snyder, and artist Nick Dragotta involved with its development.
That's nice. They made it. Yeah, cool.
Yay. The series is one of the 3 animated projects that show a growing DC-oriented animated slate and was part of the joint DC Studios Warner Brothers Animation presentation at the 2026 Annecy International Animation Film Festival. The showcase featured DC Studios co-chairman and co-CEO Peter Safran and Warner Bros. Animation president Sam Register alongside Warner Animation artists who shared first looks and creative insights into the next wave of DC animation.
Let's get into Absolute Batman, yeah.
Also making news was DC's first anime series, Joker, Laugh Riot, being greenlit, and a new series centered on Superdog Crypto going into development. Absolute Batman, the comic, reimagined the Caped Crusader from the ground up when it ushered into the Absolute line of comics in late 2024. Bruce Wayne was only lost one parent, not two. He was a blue-collar worker from the projects, not a moneyed kid from one of the Gotham City's wealthiest families. And he was jacked. A hulking man who was not afraid to dropkick a kid who was part of a gang of evildoers.
You go from like 0 to minus 100.
I mean, you gave me the social cues that was like, oh,
that
please stop.
It was just going on. Okay, so basically, like, Absolute Batman takes everything that is Batman and flips it on his head.
Okay.
So we both talked about the first half of Absolute Batman, right? We did the entire story until the Bane saga, right?
Yeah, Bane, and he fought Killer Croc and all.
Killer Croc, and now it's going on like right now in the comics. It's Absolute Batman coming face to face with Absolute Joker. But I think that this, I don't know if Absolute Batman is also going to be an anime, or because I hope it's an anime. I hope it's stylized or something.
Yeah.
Because the other Batman projects, which I don't know, I think I sent you the trailers. I don't know if you watched them. They didn't look as good to me. But okay, yeah, you can continue. The series has sold more than 6 million copies. Okay, I'll do this one. While Absolute Batman has gone number 1 through 11 printings, the comic and the line have helped DC overtake Marvel in market share for the first time this century, made superstars out of Dragata and other artists, and this week it was revealed it is also getting the Funko treatment. Why is that?
What?
Oh my god, we're getting Absolute Funkos!
Yeah! A very buff little Funko.
Okay, so you can do the Joker laugh right again, but you just do it in between both of those points, because it was like for this and then like this here is perfect.
Blue collar worker energy, yeah.
Yeah.
Joker is being executively produced by longtime DC animation vet Jim Krieg, who worked on the recent adaptations of DC classics Watchmen and Crisis on Infinite
Didn't
Earths.
we talk about Crisis of Infinite Earths? I think that's a good movie.
Oh, I didn't.
I think that's one of those animated movies where you have the evil Justice League versus the Justice League. Have you watched that one?
Oh, yeah, I watched that
That's
one.
a good one. With Owlman, I think.
Yeah,
That's a good one. That's a
with
good one,
Owlman and Superman with blue kryptonite.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
That's good. Yasuhiro Aoki is directing, while Sola Entertainment of Japan is working with Warner Animation and DC
Japan,
Studios.
good shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. The project has not yet been set with not yet been set with a network. In what sounds
not yet.
My wife, not yet.
Not yet. The inner Borat slipped out.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. What's the second part?
In what sounds like a compelling hook, the story sees the Clown Prince of Crime becoming a variation of his arch nemesis, a detective solving a killing.
Okay.
The log line revealed at Annecy states, when Batman is murdered, the Joker launches a ruthless crusade through Gotham's underworld to find the killer who took away his greatest adversary. But as his violent quest for answers pushes him closer towards vigilante than villain, Joker is forced to confront the truth that without Batman, he doesn't know who he is.
So that's actually like 2 projects where the entire script is flipped. You got Absolute Batman, instead of him being a rich guy, he's a poor working man.
Yeah.
And then you get but you get a Joker series where Joker is more taking the role of Batman,
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. I like the deconstruction element of it. I do not. Another series which I would have really liked is like you have like a mini series of 5 episodes, and in which like 5 different directors, 5 different visionaries all get their own story where they can make their own Joker origin, because Joker always has different origins. Like in the Dark Knight, he tells everybody a different origin. In the Killing Joke, he also tells a different origin, but it turns out that like the origin that you think you know, it might also be made up. So I like this. This is also something that I think has happened in the comic, like Joker getting angry when Batman gets defeated. Like when Harley does it in the animated show, he literally throws her out of a window. So I'm pretty down for both projects so far. And what do you think of this Joker laugh riot?
I think this is a really fresh take on the Joker, because it's it always, like, any solo project of the Joker is, for one, few and far between. Not many things. It's solo Joker.
We got 2 Joker movies.
Yeah, we got 2. Few and far between, 2. How many solo, like, Batmans do we have?
But Batman is a protagonist.
Protagonist still. But, like, Joker has not really taken center stage of the protag role. He's always been the villain. Villain.
But he is the villain.
Compelling
He's
villain.
a murdering clown.
Yeah, he is the technically, but, like, hey, Deathstroke should also be the villain, but he's not the villain. He also kills a lot, like Joker does. Yeah, but, like, Joker has always been the villain and never really been viewed as in between or, like, solo act or
We're
whatever.
gonna see what they're gonna do
like,
with
but
it. It's
I'm
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting because
how is he gonna detect? That's interesting. He's gonna have a bad computer. He's gonna be working from the bad cave.
Yeah, I think he's gonna use his psychotic intuition a lot.
Your psychotic.
Yeah.
Use psychotic intuition mode. Like Batman Arkham Asylum, he's like, I'm using my psychotic, whatever. Intuition mode. Let's move on. We talked about the Joker show. Okay, real quick, there's also like this crypto thing already. Yeah. This crypto thing is not really a big deal. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'll just read real quick. Okay. Finally, Warner Brothers and DC Studios have set C.H. Greenblatt, the guy who did SpongeBob SquarePants. If it's not before season 5, I don't care. Another animation veteran to executive should produce an Untitled crypto series. James Gunn already talked about this. It's basically like a bunch of little stories, like the Groot show from Marvel. You know, there's like a little Groot show where Groot goes on little adventures. It's basically Groot, that. Yeah. The logline states, when he's not hanging out with Superman or Supergirl, Crypto tags along with a gang of misfit criminal wannabes who live down the block, and they soon discover he's a ball of destructive lovable energy worse than any of them, as he follows them into misadventures and poorly laid plans. Crypto's pure nature slowly ends up redeeming them, whether they want it or not. Okay, that sounds funny.
Yeah.
Okay. This sounds like it has a story. Yes. I would prefer
more lighthearted.
I would prefer to have like the separate stories, just like random crypto adventures. Like I don't know, he's like chilling with Martian Manhunter, or I don't know, he meets Catwoman's cat. Yeah. Whatever. Because Crypto can talk to the pussy. Overall, what are you most excited? I think literally the order you see here: Absolute Batman, then Joker, then Crypto. Yeah. I think I don't think I will check the Crypto one out. Yeah. It doesn't really sound for me.
No, me neither.
Absolute Batman, yes.
The Crypto thing looks more like a lighthearted kind of superhero troop. You know, like the Marvel superheroes something. Superhero troop or something.
Super Trooper. I don't know, but it just sounds like the Groot thing, like the Groot.
Yeah, like the Groot. The Groot thing was fun. Though,
but I think I'll see a couple clips on YouTube, and I'll be like, yeah, this is fun. Yeah. But I think that the Joker one sounds interesting, but Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman's number one.
Is like one that I really gotta see. Yeah. And I hope that they choose a good thing. Okay, we're at the final portion of the news right now. Yeah. And that's like Spider-Man Brand New Day already coming out in less than a month. Or maybe exactly a month.
I think almost exactly
exactly a month. They are dropping a bunch of popcorn buckets and different Spider-Man merchandising. And apparently a lot of people think that this is I don't know, a really weird popcorn bucket, like a sexual popcorn. I don't know what's sexual about this. There were like people that were like, ooh, he's splooge. No, it's webs.
You see like the web ejector mechanism on his wrist. That's not sexual. How is that sexual?
I don't know. There were like people who were saying like, oh, this is weird.
What? How?
I don't know. I saw like a bunch of YouTube thumbnails that were like, I don't know why you're gooning. Maybe I should have watched the video. I was like, I'm not even going to click on it.
Listen, it's not our fault you see the slushy machine and think, oh, I could put my dick dick in it.
I'm sorry, I'm
No.
sorry, we're not thinking about putting our
Dicks in
electronic
everything, yeah,
outlets
no.
into blenders.
No, I'm I'm sorry.
Whatever, like the freaking Wolverine popcorn bucket. Yeah, that was a goon. Okay, that was just Wolverine's mouth and two fucking holes. You grab him here by the helmet, or the Dune one with the fucking like the Dune one, the Dune popcorn bucket, the sandworm one. That was a goofy one. I thought of this one. I don't want to have it in my house. I think it looks weird. I don't need it. It looks fine. Looks like a Tobey Maguire's hand with the raised webbing. I like how it looks.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, okay, this looks pretty freaking cool, right?
Yeah.
You even get like the deli. Like the deli was a part of Spider-Man Homecoming there. You have like Spider-Man on the side, like sticking out on it. This one looks nice, but I don't think I'll buy any of these popcorn buckets, to be honest, except for maybe the one that has Spider-Man's face on it. The premium collector's combo, I'll see what my local at Variant Cinema has to offer. They even have collectible socks. Jesus, man. But, yeah, the Spider-Man popcorn bucket, just another thing that we're almost getting it in theaters. Any of these collectibles stand out to you, or it's all fine?
Yeah, okay. Well, only because people mention putting their willies in it. But the
I don't
first
know what
one,
I don't know.
but that's gonna be the memorable one for
The
now.
splooge, this one.
Yeah, the splooge. Yeah, the splooge.
I don't know how all of these Doom Troopers ejaculate. I didn't know they did it like this.
Yeah, I mean. Spiders but real talk, spiders do ejaculate inside of a web that they insert inside of the female spider's ovaries.
Moving on, time for trailers.
Time for trailers. Will it be doomed to fail or doomtastic?
Well, we're just talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I don't know if you saw this footage. I sent it to you, I think. And basically what it was another look at basically Tom Holland explaining, and that's the name of Cretin explaining, all of the comic book covers that are put into this movie. So the first one we got is Spider-Man versus Scorpion.
Yeah.
And this is ripped straight out of this comic cover. And yeah, I thought that this is so cool how they did it.
Yeah.
It just looks so nice. It looks I cannot wait to watch it. Another one here. This was another confirmation. We got a confirmation that Ramrod, who is basically like a discount version of Rhino, runs into walls, is in this movie. I remember reading this comic, by the way, as a little doomer. Really? But yeah, we get Ramrod, another one. This is probably like a montage at the beginning of the movie. That like all of these are probably in the beginning of the movie, like in a montage. But yeah, a dude who runs into walls. So that one. We already knew about this one. The comic book cover of Boomerang and Spider-Man. Yeah, this is, of course, the classic one. Amazing Fantasy. The debut of Spider-Man. Also looking good.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, some more stuff of Tom Holland showing the amount of dedication and care going into this movie, making it a very comic accurate. This is really giving me Superman, the James Gunn Superman vibes, how they're leaning into the comic book aesthetic. The one thing I do gotta say is if you look at this, it looks a little bit gray. I wish it was a little bit more colorful like the original comic book, Looks muted. But I don't know, for some reason, movies have a hard time adapting the colorfulness of comic books. And the reason I love comic books is, of course, the colorful art in it. So I would hope that, it will be a little bit more colorful in the future.
Yeah.
Which one of these do you like the most?
Ooh, I think. Wait, go down on the. I think the next one.
This one?
Yeah.
This is a classic, of course.
This is a classic. I think I like this one better because this really shows like the essence of Spider-Man. Like really going back to dude. Yeah. Saving a poor salaryman. Yes. I
like this one also a lot. I think my favorite has to be Scorpion because I'm just so excited that they're finally going to pay off the Scorpion introduction that we got before.
That's a good one, yeah.
In the Homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see Scorpion in it. I do hope that he gets his Scorpion helmet in it though, because I'm not picking up a Marvel Legends figure if he doesn't have the Scorpion mask. And Ramrod, of course, this is just a cool little extra thing to see that Ramrod is going to be. I wish it was Rhino though. I wish it was Rhino, but maybe they start off with Ramrod and next movie you get Rhino.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that was the first trailer. Second one, apparently freaking X-Men 97. The first 3 episodes drop next week.
Hey.
Next week, Wednesday, 1st of July. we're getting X-Men 97, so that's something we can talk about on the next pod.
Yeah.
Not this month, but next month again, we're going to do another one.
Hey.
But X-Men 97, we can talk about that. And damn, this trailer, if you haven't seen it, it basically shows us some more footage of Apocalypse looking menacing as hell.
Yeah.
Showing off the future he wants to create for all of the mutants.
Yeah.
You see him facing off against Magneto, and of course letting us know once again we're 1 week away from X-Men 97 season 2. I love season 1. I binged it all in one day. And yeah, are you excited for this next season, and will you be watching it next week?
Oh, definitely, bro. Hey, this is literally nostalgia in a cup.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good. Hell yeah. It's
How was Apocalypse in the original X-Men show?
in the original?
Have you seen the original?
Yeah, I've seen the original.
Because I know Apocalypse is in it.
Yeah, I know Apocalypse is in it, but yeah, I think there was an arc where Apocalypse was in, but I don't know exactly what happened anymore.
He might have had an arc. He might have had a storyline.
Yeah, he might have even existed if I really think about it. But yeah, he was in it, but I don't think he was as prominent. Though.
Not as prominent.
No, not as
because
prominent.
Because Apocalypse is like a world-ending threat. He's like maybe on the same level as Thanos.
Yeah.
Like he is the first mutant.
Yeah.
And he basically wants the same as what Magneto wants, but then on like a crazier level. You know.
Yeah.
I think he wants to make all of the humans slaves towards the mutants. I think that's what he wants. I don't know. I have to watch the show.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to have Apocalypse. And I'm also very excited because I got my Apocalypse figure somewhere behind me there on top of that closet. And I really want to unbox that. But they're also releasing another one, which is like an exclusive one made to order. Apocalypse X-Men 97 figure, man. Apocalypse, badass. It's too bad that Oscar Isaac couldn't pull it off. Okay, so in 1 week we're watching that. Next, we got our first trailer. It's like 1 minute long of Batman Knightfall, which is of course the iconic story. Did you watch this trailer?
Nope.
You gotta freaking click on the links I sent you, Doombot.
Oh shit.
Click on the links I sent you. Batman Knightfall animated movie. Basically tells the story of Batman getting his back broken.
Yeah.
Pause. And then getting the mantle taken over by Jean-Claude, who was like a random ginger dude. Who was a psychotic guy who got trained by the Knights of Dumas. Which was really not a good idea to give a brainwashed assassin Winter Soldier dude the Batman mantle, because he immediately made a Batman Iron Man armor and started murdering fools. But so the trailer, to be honest, I watched it. I was not impressed. I was not impressed with it. The entire vibe of it didn't really make any sense. Like literally when they reveal the moment when Bane confronts Bruce Wayne in his mansion after he figured out that he is Batman. And in the story, Batman is so exhausted that he cannot even muster up the strength to say anything to Bane. I think that I remembered like Bane is there in his house. He's too exhausted to really even fight back. He tries to fight back, but he just cannot. But in this scene, what Batman says is like, "Bring it on," something like that.
Yeah.
But like in the comic, you could see the defeatedness in his eyes, because what Bane does in the Knightfall comic is he releases all of the villains. He releases them all from prison. He releases them all from prison.
Yeah.
And Batman has to stop them all in like 2 or 3 days. He's exhausted. He doesn't take any of the help of any of his friends or family, whatever.
Yeah.
And then finally, when he is so exhausted, he can't do anything more, that's when Bane attacks. Bane is like a genius. He strikes him when he is the most weak.
Oh shit, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The art style, the trailer so far, it looked like not a worthy adaptation, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because I do really like the source material.
Yeah.
Another one. There anything you want to say about Knightfall?
No, not really. Let's see.
Let's see. Another trailer which I was not really impressed by, Batman the Cape Crusader.
Yeah.
This is the Amazon Prime show. Apparently the Joker is serious in this show. He's not laughing. He's a grumpy clown.
Yeah.
We got Riddler here. We got this is basically like an alternate version of Batman, and all his rogues are a little bit different. like a different spin on the animated show, that they're not doing exactly the same thing. To me personally, the first season didn't really look like, the art style doesn't look so good to me, and also the new adaptations of the characters, they all look like more boring, like a depressed Joker who plays too much Fortnite and has bags under his eyes. It's not that intriguing to me, to be honest. A Riddler who's just a random mobster or whatever. Then a Harley Quinn who, instead of wearing red and colorful stuff, is just like weird green. I do like it as a freaky Goombot, to see her walk around in green, I guess, representing Latveria, but I don't think it really works with the character. So overall, the thing I'm most excited for is, of course, the Absolute Batman animated series. The rest is just, I don't know. If other people tell me it is great, I will watch it. If not, I don't think it will be for me.
It doesn't really sound too awesome. Like, ooh, I gotta check. Like Absolute Batman was when you said they were gonna make an animated movie. This is like, okay, I guess let's see.
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. It's time for
DOOMVIEW.
We're gonna be talking about the latest and greatest movie in the DCU. Of course, we got the introduction of Millie Alcock's Supergirl in Superman, the movie that was directed by James Gunn. And that movie, in my opinion, is the best superhero movie of all time. In my opinion, I think that the Superman movie is great. It is Doomtastic, 5 out of 5 Dooms for me personally. I love that movie because of how much it was not ashamed of embracing the comic bookiness of the universe that James Gunn was creating,
while still also implementing some modern takes.
Yes,
that made it interesting and fresh.
But the core of that movie was James Cornsweat's performance as a hopeful, little bit of a cornball Superman who always saw the good in people, and that is also what they're playing off. Superman sees the good in people. Millie Alcock, Supergirl, sees the truth in people, sees the bad stuff because of her past, of course, being the last surviving person of her Kryptonian family, and then trying to fit into Earth, and she has a big problem with it. This movie is an adaptation of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, a comic book which I thought was really good. It was kind of like True Grit in space. A little girl loses her parents, and she tries to hire Supergirl to get revenge for her. Overall, this is a movie which a lot of people are very negative about. The movie is very close towards the comic book. That's one thing I can tell you. Have you read the comic?
Nope.
Well, it is very close to the comic. It has all the same beats in it. It adds a little bit of stuff. Some stuff, the one thing that it is, because I read the comic book, the comparison for me makes it a little bit worse than if I think I haven't watched the comic book. Like, if you look at all of this stuff, it looks very colorful, very colorful. You know, the comic also is a very colorful thing, and even the previous movie was colorful. But I think that this movie was more like muted in the colors, even though the adventure was so, out there in space. Almost the entire movie is in space. I did feel that it was a little bit muted. I liked the movie. And
it's pretty good.
I thought it was good, but at the same time, I do understand why it's not connecting with everybody, because the character of Supergirl is a pretty intense one. Her first introduction is her taking a piss, I think, or she's super drunk or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
She's drunk. She's basically living like a lousy life. Well, lousy. No, she's basically like screw it, who gives a fuck.
She's just trying to get. That's the one thing. She's always getting drunk. She goes to a planet with a red sun. Because of her. We're gonna talk about that in the spoiler section, because of her traumatic past. She gets very drunk, goes to planets with red suns because there she's more vulnerable than her in Crypto. And
living an unstructured, unhealthy life. Basically drowning her sorrows in drinking, because as we could see in a flash. Okay, no spoilers yet, but it's seen like she is looking for something to take the edge off.
She's taking the edge off. Overall, I think that the guy who directed this, he's Greg Gillespie, if I'm not mistaken.
Gillespie.
I watched I, Tonya. I thought it was alright. Mr. Woodcock is I don't know. It's just like a silly comedy.
Woodcock.
But one of my favorite movies is Lars and the Real Girl. It's one of my favorite Ryan Gosling movies.
But I like the other movie more, Madame Plastic Penis.
Which one is that? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Mr. Woodcock, right?
Oh, Mr. Woodcock.
I like the other one better, Mr.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Then shut up. Okay, so Millie Alcock, of course, plays Supergirl. I thought that David Cornsweet in it, he appeared more than I thought he would appear, right? Because Superman is in it quite a lot. I thought that the girl who played Rufy, I thought that she did a pretty good job. Eve Ridley did good. What did you think of Cram? What did you think of Cram? Like, did you like his... Was it? What did you think he sounded like? Like his voice. He was doing like a thing with his voice.
You know, the thing is, there wasn't much to go on with Krem or the character to begin with.
No,
He was archetypal bad.
In the movie, okay.
In the movie, he was archetypically
In the comic
bad.
also, he's just a bad dude who does bad stuff because he is an evil guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm okay with a villain being dead wrong. But I'm not okay with a villain being wrong all the time.
What do you mean by that?
There has to be a reason, a rhyme or reason for like why villains do what they do.
There are some people, there are some characters, in my opinion, that are just horrible. Like, Krem is a horrible dude, and he's basically, I think, the personification of like evil people who like join wars just to mutilate people, to torture people, to do the most horrible stuff just to do it.
Okay, but like, why does he do it? Like, was he raised in such a culture that he did? Why?
Yeah. Well, he is raised.
I don't know that.
We'll get to that in spoilers. But like, Krem, he's just an evil dude who's just evil for the sake of evil.
Yeah, that's kind of my issue.
And his entire race of, I guess that's the one thing about
Kramulites. Kramulites is what I call him for now.
Yeah, Kramulites, I guess. That's the one thing, like, he's evil and all of them are evil. In the comic, he is not a dude who has an army, but he's just a guy. And because he's such an evil guy, he finds people that are like crazy space fighters that he can align himself with. But he doesn't have any people. And he's just a horrible dude that goes around taking advantage. And like small spoilers, but this is like the first opening of the movie, right? The opening of the movie is Krem killing Rufy's parents, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Is Krem murdering Rufy's parents. And basically in the comic, why did he do it? He just says, just because.
Yeah. Okay.
In the comic, literally, like, Rufy's parents, they give him food. They let him sleep in their house, do all this stuff. And then when he's just working on the field, he just kills him. Just to do it. In this movie, there is a reason for it, something about some bullshit weapons or whatever, something like that. But in the comic, there is no reason. He is just a personification of violence for the sake of violence. If he can hurt somebody, he will do it. In the movie, kind of, there is a reason, but there also is not a reason. Like, he is more justified in the movie for his actions. Like, he is even more evil in the comic. Like, he does what you see in the movie, he does that like times 10 in the comic book. Like in the movie, he like does one or two, three evil things, but in the comic, there's literally like a montage of like months of them tracking this dude down, and everywhere they go, you see death and destruction just because he feels like it.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, but you just thought he was like mustache twirling for no reason.
Yes, but no, but yes, yeah.
Did you like the performance of Matthias Schoenaerts?
The acting overall, I did like the acting.
He had like a Russian accent or not?
Yeah, I don't know. He had some sort of a kind of foreign kind of voice, like
I think it's Scandinavian or something.
It's Scandinavian or something. I don't know, but like they were kind of ambiguous with it. But like that's fine.
You also have Drawn Braxton. You never find out why Lobo wants John Braxton.
You also never... Okay, listen. This movie is pretty good, but there are so many plot holes that
we'll get to that in spoilers. Let's move. Yeah. Also, freaking Seth Rogen is a freaking gremlin in it. You know who Seth Rogen was?
Oh, he's the bus driver.
The bus driver, little dude.
I knew it.
The movie has the action in it. What I thought was a little bit was like sometimes the action was too fast. It was almost... the action had to be like 1 millisecond slower.
Yeah.
It was just too fast. Like in Superman, you could see every single punch, every single action.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Superman. But in the Supergirl movie, sometimes the action was too fast. You couldn't really follow it, except for when it's a slow-mo scene. So I think that if this movie was directed by James Gunn, the action would have been better. Once again, I do think that the colors are muted. I did not like that Cram. How Cram looked. I thought that his original comic book design was much better, and I didn't like him being the leader of this weird group of freaking dudes who kidnap little girls so that they can basically force them against their will to repopulate their race of horrible dudes.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's like kind of like a Voltramite thing or something. Like a weird thing.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But like it's I don't know. It didn't really fit.
It was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Well, the best thing about the movie, in the Supergirl movie, is kind of crazy to say, was Lobo. Lobo says the thing. He says Bastich.
Yeah.
He has a couple of great action scenes. Love Lobo. Biggest gripe with the movie for me is I think that in general it does have the beats of the story. It does not really understand the comic book story as much as I think it should. Like with the whole Cram stuff, I think that was handled poorly. I also think that like one tiny spoiler, like Crypto gets shot by Cram, and it's like a serious scene. You know, I was looking to my right. And my sister, I was watching with my sister. Sister was like, oh, she was like, oh, this Crypto got shot. And then the second scene actually exactly after that is like a random freaking alien going like, oh my god, and like I laughed so hard. And then Rufy's like, she says that he's poisoned. Oh,
that one.
Oh, Crypto only has 3 days to live. I was laughing so fucking, like it broke the tension so hard. I was like almost pissing myself. Like, what the? And then also at the end of the movie when the alien returns, I was laughing so hard. Okay, let's just get to the spoilers. For me, this is like, I'm giving it a generous rating. I think 3.5 out of 5 Dooms.
Yeah, good, but not
maybe if I watch it again, it will go close to 3 Dooms. Overall, I did like it. I like the main performance by Millie Alcock. I like Rufy. And the one thing I wish is that it would have been more colorful, and it would have, because the comic book is so beautiful. The comic book of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is like such a gorgeous thing. Has such nice, colorful art in it.
I saw the few panels that it really likes like colorful rays and splatters of color all over the place.
I do want to say one thing.
Movement is really conveyed well in those.
One thing that I do think is like. This story did make it very, like, Supergirl overpowered, that's what everybody says, but in this story, there was a lot of adversity. She did feel like a real character. The victories owned. When she finally gets her hands on Cram, oh my god, was that satisfying. But overall, 3 out of 5 Dooms. I put 3 out of 5 Dooms. I would recommend going to see this in a theater if you like the first Superman movie. It's not as good as the first Superman movie, for sure not. But I did like it. I did enjoy it. Yeah. I left the movie having a good time. Yeah. I've seen discourse that is negative about the film, but in my opinion, my view is mostly positive. Doombot, any closing non-spoiler thoughts on Supergirl?
Yeah, I agree with most of what you said. Yeah, it's definitely mostly positive. I mean, it's not amazing, not super. There are things that I had a gripe with, things that I visibly frowned at in the movie that I thought like, what?
We'll get to that in spoilers.
We'll get to that in spoilers, but like I definitely think it's a pretty good attempt. Yeah, I did enjoy the movie as well.
Oh, okay, it's time for spoilers.
Time for spoilers.
Okay, so what were the things that you were frowning at, Doombot?
For one, I did not for one. Okay, I'll just name a few.
Yeah.
I did not really care for
Crypto, you hated the dog.
Oh no! Okay, listen. I love Crypto.
Yeah.
But like you said, the death was not as very big and significant as the movie kind of wanted it to be.
Was that because of the Gooble Gob Gob alien?
The Gooble Gob Gob alien is not necessarily what did it for me.
You were not laughing. You didn't think that scene was funny when she was like translating for that alien.
The way you put it was freaking funny.
Like it was like a, oh no, Crypto! Like my sister was literally crying, and then you have like
okay, if you put it like that.
She says that he has hemorrhoids. Oh my god! That's like so random, out of left field. It was so
You're
random.
lucky Crypto didn't take it up the ass.
Okay, what else?
That Luffy's family. I mean, I did not really.
Oh yeah, the way that the little brother dies because he goes down. Whoa!
And then they showed like 0.5 seconds of her family and how much she loved them, and it's supposed.
I didn't see the first.
It was really conveyed insignificantly and very.
The one thing is like if you. The one thing I think is that the movie should not have opened with the family.
Yeah.
Because I think it should have been literally, should have opened in the bar. And then you get a flashback scene. Instead of like the random scenes of Supergirl in Metropolis or whatever. Like she's a girl, just a girl with headphones.
Yeah.
Fuck that scene, put it out. And then put like a little scene where she explains with her words what Cram did. Because in the comic book, like they gave Cram shelter. Like he said he was a lonely traveler and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he took the blades that her father made and just stabbed him in the back with it for no reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah. Other
she
than
didn't have a mother. She didn't have a brother. Like it was just her and her father, if I'm not mistaken. I have to read it again. But it was just like he is just violence for the sake of fucking violence. He is just horrible. The one thing I did like was when Cram just like murdered an entire family out of nowhere. Like that's something what Cram does in the comic, you know?
That one was pretty.
That was brutal.
That was brutal. I mean, like, Cram is a barbarian.
Yeah.
He's a guy that lacks empathy, lacks any kind of sympathy. He just,
Here
if
also
he wants something, he takes.
He shoots her when I liked when he shot her with the kryptonite arrows. I thought that was greatly done.
Yeah.
Very good. But once again, the ending of the comic book takes place at this beautiful beach side where she kills him, you know, and you see the ocean and it's colorful. The ending of the movie is in like some kind of gray sandbox. It looks horrible.
Horrible.
The ending of the movie is, look at what we see right here on the page, how cinematic it is, how beautiful it is. A white sand beach, a blue ocean, you see the waves, and then it was like basically like next to us a random mud puddle was the final battle. This would have been so much more gorgeous.
Let me say, I'm gonna.
Why do they choose to make it so ugly?
Listen, also speaking of ugly atmosphere,
yeah,
like. One thing that really did not really sit was that they really spend a lot of time on plots and like starting up things, and they didn't fit. Okay, I'm gonna start off with what I already started. I'm gonna finish what I already started. Ruthie, her arc is shit. Because the arc starts with her wanting revenge, and then her coming to terms with revenge, and then needing to kind of live with like not wanting revenge. That the real revenge is living on.
Oh my god!
Okay, listen.
The one thing. Okay, yeah, continue.
Freaking tiring. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
For one, she does not visibly suffer from anything that has her wanting revenge. She does not have anything, like, she does not have certain reactions, like, she sees certain things, she recognizes certain things, and then she just freezes, you know? You just see her going, la-di-da-di-da, by the way, I want revenge, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, I'm gonna do a prison break,
you just think that the acting wasn't good enough?
No, the character building was shit. There weren't any signs that she was suffering from revenge until the beginning when she mentions that when she visibly suffered, and then nothing in the middle, and then at the end, then she has to come to terms with it.
She confronts Cram. The one thing also is like Ruthie in the comic is actually capable, and the reason why she's also capable, like when she fights fights him. She fights this guy. Like in the end, when Cram is actually face to face with Rufy, like Rufy beats the fucking shit out of Cram.
Oh, really?
With the sword. Yeah, Rufy is capable as fuck. And Cram is not a super powered dude like he is in this movie. He's like a guy. He's just a dude with a sword.
Which is kind of interesting.
That is interesting because the only way that he's like defeating Supergirl, Supergirl is retarded in this thing. I'll get to that in a second. But like, just like two things that she like gets tricked for no reason. But the only ways he keeps on defeating her is because he just has all of these deals he makes with people. He gets like special, like he gets like a teleportation thing and he throws it on Supergirl, and then Supergirl goes like in the comic book he sends her to like a planet to die, like the planet with the green sun.
Yeah.
With like a special orb, which is like a magical type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how he gets her. In the movie, it's like, hey, put a bag over your head and I'll take you there. Yeah. Even though she could literally rip out his heart through his asshole.
That's another thing. Why would she do that? Why was Supergirl all of a sudden become Jessica Jones, where her powers worked one moment and then didn't the other?
Well, there's a green sun, I understand. But I mean, like...
But it was a yellow sun.
But no. She holds the guy. She holds the guy, and he's like, "I'll tell you, tell the bag out of here." I would literally be like, "Okay," rip off his balls, and he's like, "Oh, he's right there." But like, it was just so dumb. It was just so stupid. It was like, put a bag over. She's like, literally, "I'm gonna kill you." He's like, "Put a bag over your head." Sure. Dumb as fuck. Okay. Another thing, that was just not smart. And in the comic, there's also a part where the sun, like, it has a yellow sun, and then the yellow sun goes away, and then there's a green sun. And with the green sun, then she, like, dies and all that.
Almost dies, yeah.
And then there's also in the comic, there's, like, big monsters there, and Rufy saves her and all of that stuff. The side plots... what was I talking? Oh yeah, Rufy is capable. I don't like that Cram is a random super dude. I think Cram should have been just a guy.
Yeah.
But that's just like you compare it to the comic, and the comic was just so much better than this. Rufy almost kills him, but like right before she kills him, just Supergirl just kills him. You know, there is maybe a little bit of a speech, but she just stops it. Like she is the one who takes it. I liked the stuff of Krypton. I like that stuff. That was interesting. Did you like the Krypton stuff?
I like the Krypton stuff. I thought the Krypton stuff was nice. It's Krypton from the Superman Man of Tomorrow.
But they did confirm that Superman was sent to like have a lot of sex. They confirm it in the movie. They're like, you can join him to become a god. Like they confirmed that it was like for real. That like Superman, it gets revealed that Superman was sent to Earth to repopulate all of the Kryptonians.
Shit! Yeah,
that was revealed, and they confirmed that in this movie. So it was not Brainiac who was altering the message, but no, for real, Superman was sent to Earth to like have a lot of super babies. So I guess that's confirmed, and Supergirl has to pop that pussy to repopulate Kryptonia. Talking about a guy who loves pussy, you got
the
a real bastard
himself.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
I thought he was fun. Didn't have too much to do except for hunting down Drom Braxton.
Yeah.
But it was also not explained why he wanted Drom Braxton or whatever. And I also didn't really understand why Supergirl was afraid of Lobo. There was like no reason.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess he was intimidating, and like she should. I mean, like, he was a dangerous figure in the bar, full of shitty, dangerous figures. It was not encouraged to approach him, but like he was basically like the cool guy in the bar that just chilled, and then he came out.
Yeah,
I'm looking for Dom Braxton. By the way, that bar fight was sick.
Oh yeah. Supergirl gets tricked twice. Like first she gets tricked by like drinking like a drink that can poison her for some reason.
Yeah,
and then she gets tricked by just putting a bag over her head. It's just like, I don't know. That was like, come on, you're smarter than that. You're smarter than that.
That's stupid. And then the weakest and shortest conflict ever is when she tells Ruthie to go like Ruthie tells her like,
remember who you are.
Remember who you are.
Remember
like,
who you are.
Or not even that. Like, you tell me to not get revenge, but you want me to be like you. Screw you. And then she says like, well, Ruthie, you can avenge your parents on your own. Then she gets tricked by bagging her own head, and then Ruthie suddenly gets over all of that in 2 seconds and helps her survive.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that was supposed to be a conflict. That another thing, like the only consistent thing that stays consistent throughout the entire movie is Crypto, the dog.
But Crypto is like only in it for 5 minutes.
He's exactly. That's what makes it. You can't break what isn't fixed.
Yeah, I think overall.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, like things happen and then
there is some stuff with pacing. I don't think that we needed all the Supergirl flashbacks. And this is not on the same level as the first Superman movie in the DCU.
Yeah.
But it is way better than most of the slop that the MCU also has. This is better than Quantumania.
Yeah.
This is better than the last Captain America movie. And even though I like those other movies, I think that this is a step above it. I like that this is a lot better than the Marvels. Like
Quantumania, you think this is better than Ant-Man Quantumania?
I preferred it personally. Quantumania I also like, but I just preferred this. I just thought I like the character of Supergirl. I like the music. Quantumania I like Quantumania. I don't mind it, but I prefer this. Gave me a little bit Guardians of the Galaxy 3 vibes, but of course it's not as good as that. But just like the maker, like how he was, like an evil dude, and Cram, kind of like that vibe. But yeah, I do have my complaints. It's not a perfect movie, but I think it is an enjoyable movie, and I will rewatch it in the cinema again, just to see if my thoughts, if I will feel the same thing after a second viewing. I've heard people who walked out of it, like people who went there with like their wife and kids. I saw a video of like I went with my wife and kids, but we didn't like the movie. I don't know. I kind of understand that, because if you watch Superman, it's like a family values movie, and then you go to this one, it's her getting drunk, and then you see her piss on the toilets, and like it is a kind of a confronting story, and it also has like themes of alcoholism in it, and like childhood trauma. So I think this is a movie with a lot of subject matter to it. It could have been handled maybe a little bit better, but overall, I am positive about this. I think this movie will age better. I don't think it will age worse, but I can maybe tell you that when I watch it the second time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anything else? Any closing thoughts on Supergirl before we move on?
It's an inconsistent mess, but it's a fun inconsistent mess.
Do you agree with the 3.5 Dooms, or do you think it should be lower?
Yeah. I mean, like, the story was good enough, like, next to the inconsistencies that I clearly was bothered by, but like, still, it's a pretty good story. I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the characters, and I enjoyed the movie overall was pretty fun. Yeah, I do agree with the rating.
Okay, so what's you up to, Clanker?
What you up to, Clanker?
First thing that I was up to, I'm rewatching all of the Spider-Man MCU movies. Of course, I started off with, I already watched before Infinity War, and I watched Endgame, and I watched the Civil War movie. But now, this week, I rewatched Homecoming and Far From Home. I've come to the conclusion that Homecoming is a lot better than I thought it was. Oh. And I've come to the conclusion that maybe Spider-Man Far From Home might be the worst of all of the Spider-Man movies. Not because it is but it is kind of a bad movie. It's like kind of a like baby's first. It's just a very horny, odd movie.
What?
The whole movie is about like teenager relationships and who's boning who. And there's a joke in it where a tall Norwegian woman tells Peter Parker to take off his pants.
Okay.
It's an odd film in that way. But I also think that the villain, once again, like the first time, Vulture being like an Iron Man villain kind of makes sense, because it was still fresh. But then also Quentin Beck just being another Iron Man villain, and then literally Spider-Man's sidekick in this movie is not Ned anymore, but it's literally Happy, who was Iron Man's go-to guy. Really feels like an Iron Man Jr. movie. And yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming, thought that the Vulture was great. Far From Home, every time I watch it, it just gets a little bit less for me. It still looks good, and it's a funny movie. But I don't know, like even the fact that Tony Stark thinks it's a great idea to give an army of killer drones to a teenager. How the fuck is that a plot point? You know? It's just kind of odd, and Quentin Beck is just such a mean, horrible dude, and there's no explanation of why he is so evil and horrible and wants to kill everybody. The only explanation is, I created VR technology, and Tony Stark didn't give me enough credit. I will homicide London. What the fuck?
And blame Spider-Man successfully.
The ending is cool because it leads to, No Way Home, where he teams up with all the other Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but,
it kind of changes up the whole thing, yeah.
I think that, for me, Far From Home is, like, below Spider-Man 3 and maybe even below The Amazing Spider-Man. No, maybe The Amazing Spider-Man is below it because I do think maybe it's like that or The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the worst one. If I will probably do a ranking video with
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the worst one. Easily.
Yeah?
If you ask me, it's worse. Way worse.
But also this movie, Spider-Man Far From Home also ruins Nick Fury. Like, he's like a bumbling homeless person in this film. Like, he's an idiot and everybody's disrespecting him the whole time. And then at the end, it turns out that it was a Skrull the whole time for no fucking reason. And I was a Skrull the whole time.
Oh.
That doesn't add anything to the fucking plot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a running joke from the Miss Marvel movie.
Yeah, and the Miss Marvel movies suck.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you want to include that? Talking about something that sucks, we're playing UFC 6, and that game is alright, but the roster is not that great. Like, the roster doesn't have a whole lot of characters in it, like less than all of the other UFCs I've played. But the worst thing is the fucking mechanic they introduced called Flow State, which is a button you choose when you have your flow state meters filled, where everything is slow motion, and your fighter, and alone your fighter is highlighted so that you become a target for the other player to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, we kind of said it like, you've survived the flow state.
It's just literally like when you press flow state, your entire character lights up, and you're in slow motion, so the other player can see everything you're doing in slow motion, counter it, and then you can knock the fuck out. Why is the flow state like in a UFC game? It's like there's not fucking Kylian Mbappe state in fucking FIFA, where out of nowhere he's farting Ninja Turtles. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is it slow motion? What is this? Like I pre-ordered this game. I didn't know that there was fucking flow state in it. But whatever, it's just stupid. Like the game looks beautiful. Yeah. The knockouts are great. It's bloody, all of that good stuff.
But like, no one has ever been consistently successful in a flow state. Everybody who I've seen use the flow state either got dropped, knocked out, or nothing happened.
Every time we do flow state, like, we get worse.
You get worse. You got knocked out.
Yeah. I'm in the flow state.
See how your life essence got flown out of you.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever come out of the flow. Okay, you still had something you want to talk about.
Yeah.
You watched season 3 of
My Adventures with Superman. Yeah. It's a little bit more of a campy take on the Superman thing. It's actually it's kind of a Smallville, but like he's in the city, but like it's a different take on Superman and his romance with Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, who's on the right, by the way. He's black now.
It more looks like he's from India.
Oh,
sure, he's black?
I'm sure he's pretty sure.
Hello, Superman.
I don't know anymore, but like it's Jimmy.
I am a real brother.
Yeah, he's no longer ladies man.
He's not a ladies man?
No. He's like, I'm gonna go on an adventure with my 2 best friends.
Like Superman, like Jimmy Olsen in the Superman movie is a player.
Yeah.
And like and in this show he's like,
he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay?
In a heterosexual kind of way.
What does that mean?
He's gay, but he likes women.
Well, who is he dating?
Supergirl.
He's dating Supergirl?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Man, he hit the jackpot.
Yeah. He pretty much did.
He hit that Millie Alcock.
Yeah, he hit Millie's Alcock. Yeah. In the end,
it looks kind of like anime inspired.
It is anime inspired, and the opening sequence is also anime inspired.
Superman, oh damn!
Yeah,
they go like that.
Yeah, man. It is kind of, but like no, just the guitar. None of
Is
the vocals.
this is a good show? I see like robot Superman
It's
here.
a good show. Listen, Brainiac is gonna be introduced in it in season 2, and it's an interesting take on it. So I'd say.
So you say check it out.
Check it out. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, but what episode are you on now?
I'm now on episode 2, season 3.
And every week there's another episode now.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so we can do like maybe a little recap when you finish it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's all we are gonna talk about for today. The next Doomcast we'll do is probably next month, where we'll talk about The Odyssey.
The Odyssey!
So you can check our next Doomcast out then.
Yes.
For right now, you can
Please like, comment, and doomscribe, or be doomed.
Doombots out,
Doombot's out.
and have yourself a happy Doomsday.
Doomsday.